Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well, he rarely puts his team in.
They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Charles. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
There's coverage to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Lawrence Timmons comes from a long line of productive Florida State players. And when I say productive, I usually mean spectacular.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards away.
Offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
The first down carry here for Charles. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash. This from 48. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 3-19.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A very solid gain of 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. James has got it. Complete. A second bulldozer.
Someone just made the highlight tape.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete.
Pass interference.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. And do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Delaney Walker, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. With a juke. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Great protection. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A screen to Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the screen pass. 31 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. And then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. Going right side here, and that's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that
searching.
one. Absolutely reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. They're going to try and throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He'll drop to throw, and he will find his man on the in route, complete. And a gain there of 11 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Bell.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10, Smith again. He's got time. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Smith. And to the left side here, Wilson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, Smith. Caught here by Conley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. A dump off for Charles. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
defense.
And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Oh, nice move. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here in the third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So they get... As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will we're back now in KC. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
1st and goal here from the 9. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. This is Toussaint. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a
touchdown, Steelers.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Play clock winding down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this... And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty...
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. A gain of 6 there on first. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. This is Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they take a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.